Alright, this is Team Mookie's B here with Quickdraw, Plants. It's not Quickdraw DANDYWARRIOR, because that's the shittiest name ever for a deck.
Stupid as hell.
Like, I guess Jason tried to get that caught on, and it didn't work. So, we'll go ahead and get on with the deck. 2 Quickdraw, like it's good. 3 is kind of overkill. I don't know. I kind of like 3 a little bit because you do mill a lot, but whatever.
Keep listening right there, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Lad. I like it at 1. It's not a dead draw. And it negates a lot of stuff, and you can book a moon it if you need to. Double Caius, because I think 3 was too much. Like, I was maining, like, 2 Caius and, like, a Vanity Sphere and stuff like that, but it ended up being a little bit too much, I think. 2 is good enough, because your main focus is DANDYWARRIOR. Titanial, it's like an epic bad, like, opener and epic bad top deck. Like, I top it all the time, and it's terrible. But, like, if you can pull it off with Lone Fire, it's, like, crazy with all the dandy tokens you have that you contribute. Speaking of which, you got 2 Lone Fire, just good. It can get to your Titanial, it can get to your 2 Dandy, which is what's next. Dandy is good because of DANDYWARRIOR, which I have a video explaining why DANDYWARRIor is good, but I'll do a quick little overview on the explanation, like when I get there. Debris Dragon, it brings back Dandies, it brings back Lone Fires, it brings back the 2 Raikos you run. It basically brings back like any of your flip effect monsters pretty much. So 2 Raiko, like it gets rid of oppression, which is a big deal against this deck, and it mills 3. And milling is good, like kind of, unless you mill like double Pot of Avarice and Mirror Force like I did, which is fail. But yeah, it's a good card. Like I used to run Charge, but I don't know, like you don't want your opponent to know you have this, and if you're on Charge, they know you have this. So Magical Merchant, like that's what I put over the 3rd Raiko. Like it gets you your spells and traps, which you don't want to mill past, like I always do with Raiko. And it still mills cards, and you can still get it back with Debris, and if you bring it with the Debris, it's a level 1, so you can go like this and like Dandelion with Debris, if you could pull that off. Morphing Jar, another flip effect. It's just good. It gives you like major pluses, especially if you're running Book of Moon. Night Assailant, if you pitch it with like Quick Draw or something like that, you can get back any of your flip effects. You can get back your Raikos. If I ran Hamsters, I could get those back. Morphing Jar, Merchant, any of those. Plus it pops a card if I set it. Sangan searches out like anything in the deck except like the tributes. It searches everything but the Caius, the Titanial, and the Lad. So it's good. A lot of people are remaining Tomato because of this. Card Destruction, it just, I don't know, it's a -1, but it adds cards to your hand, which is good. Sometimes you need some draw power in my body. Like, technically it should be good because it helps save your DANDYWARRIor, but I don't know, it seems to be, like, dead drawing a lot. I don't seem to have to worry about it that much. 2 Book of Moon, reset Lad, reset Morphing Jar, all that kind of stuff. Stop Blackwing plays. Triple Pot of Avarice, like, this is really good. I used to run 2, but if you end up milling them, and with, like, all the milling you do, it's kind of not as much dead.
Yeah, as much as I stare at that card, even when it's in my hand or something like that, I can never get enough detail from it, like attention to detail, because sometimes I'll look at it, and then the next game when I look at it, I'm like, I didn't realize it had a tongue or something like that.
You also don't realize that it has like a
Hitler
Nazi
mustache.
Yeah. Foolish Burial, like this is something about taking out because I only really have the targets for Dandies, but with all the Pot of Avarice I do, like I think it's good, and also might be replacing a Pot of Avarice for a Transmigration Prophecy, but I'm iffy on that.
I wouldn't do that.
MST, Heavy, and Brain are pretty much staples. Starlight Road is beginning to be staple, either main or side. I figured I'd main it because it's just like I can negate my own Black Rose if I have to get a Stardust. I can, stop Icarus attack because Blackwings are one of my biggest matchups, like my hardest matchups, and also Gladiator Beast. I can stop Gyzaris. Psalm pretty much staple. Same with Double Bottomless. Same with Mirror Force. 2D Prison, just because they're good and they get around Stardust, and Stardust kind of hurts this deck. TT is more monster destruction. Double Dust, because you need to get rid of Royal Oppressions and Bottomless for when DANDYWARRIor first hits the field, because the ruling is like, he can still be Bottomless when he first hits the field, it's just when he comes back that he can't. And to get rid of Oppressions early game. Dushu, because it's a good card, I don't see why people don't run it, like in this kind of deck when you have a lot of room, and Call to bring back stuff, because I don't run Treeborn anymore. So side deck is pretty easy. It's Cyber Dragon against Machinas to make the Fortress piece. We got 2 Consecrated Lights for Blackwings, 2 DD Crows for Infernities, and just other like Mirror Match and all that kind of stuff is really good. My personal tech, Burial, because game 2 they're going to side in like DD Crows and like Big Burn and stupid stuff like that to get rid of your Dandelions. So
My finger just went over that for a second.
that's fine. System Down, Machinas. Tuner Scheme against Blackwings, steal their Bayou summons that they can't do anything with. Trap Holes for Blackwings, Godham's Decall for X-Sabers, Nobleman for either Blackwings or GBs, mostly GBs because they can abuse the crap out of War Chariot. Valley for Game 3 if you want to stall, Treeborn if you need, once again, more stall, side up the Call the Haunted. Vanity's Fiend with the awesome Thousand Eyes Restrict picture, so it's just take this, put this over a Caius in any random matchup that you might have, and Battle Fader because it's good, just be careful with Rail Oppression. And then I'll go through the extra real quick. It's pretty much the same as every other extra. We got Fortress Dragon, Thorn Cyber, Absolute Zero because this is the extra deck for my Yados deck also. 2 Drill Warriors, just really good. Check out my video if you want to see that. That thing went from like $7 to $30. Turbo Warrior, Junk Archer, Double Nitro Warrior because I can get him out really easy. Road Warrior just in case I have like tokens and stuff. My Debris targets are like Synchros are Iron Chain, Fairy, Black Rose, Double Stardust because I run
The Breeze,
Starlight Road and all that stuff. Red Dragon Archfiend because it gets over Gores, and then Happy Inside Dandy tokens.
Bro.
So yeah, so if you want to see why Drill Warrior is good, just check out my video. Like this card is really good. It went from like $7 that I paid like 2 weeks ago, I think, for this online, to $30 on Troll and Toad on the same place, and it's out of stock. So if you have these, get these. These are good, and the loop is really good. Like the loop is pretty easy. It's get him out with Dandy in hand or Dandy in grave, whatever. Pitch Dandy. If you get 2 tokens, he gets removed for the turn. When he comes back, get Dandy and do it again. So it's just infinite token spam. Just be careful that you don't have too many of these out, these tokens, because when he's removed and you have a full field, he can't come back. So thanks, guys, and don't forget to check out Albert's DD Wings deck and come up with a better name than DD Wings. So thanks, guys. Peace.